Uranus Jupiter conjunction. This junk is gonna be something. I feel electrified right now. One of the key words of Uranus and Taurus. I feel wiser. One of the key words of Jupiter and Taurus, with my finances, with my accounting, with my relationships. I am a Scorpio rising, so Jupiter really impacted my 7th house, right, of partnerships. I feel more stable, and the connections that I made. I've seen people with Jupiter in the 5th house really starting to value their inner child and run workshops, creating tangible products that is about their self-discovery journey. I'm seeing Taurus in the 3rd house being impacted with things like this when it comes to just being media specialists, being willing and able to walk around and be united, be connected with, let's check that, bang. Oh, no, be united, be connected with their courage. When I see 3rd house is the house of courage. This Jupiter Uranus conjunction, okay, is marvelous. Jupiter is a very wise, patient, even egotistical leader, okay, who really feels they deserves all the praise. And Taurus is a sign that if it discovers what its object of affection is, it will hold on tightly, and it will do so to the point of strangulation. And we must understand that Jupiter is the wise teacher, teaching us how to love something and let it go. If you love someone, let them go. If you love a product, let it go. If you love a sibling, let them be free. And Uranus and Taurus is one of the things really making sure that we create libertad, freedom, conscious efforts to value our objects of affection, whether they are habits, people, substances, all right, foods. It's really bringing us to a place of shaking up the ground just enough so that we don't stay attached to that thing. And it's going to change for each person. Jupiter in the 6th house, what are these everyday habits that you're doing that is making your mind crazy and chaotic, or actually helping you feel like the calm guru like Jupiter is? These are just different themes happening with the Jupiter Uranus conjunction. Hit the thumbs up and the likes button really early. I want to say thank you for being here. My birthday, excuse me, everybody wished me happy birthday. I want to say thank y'all. Aries season, we out here, gang. And that leads me to the ruler of Venus, which is in Aries. Now, Aries being here, this is a kind of thing where self-respect has become a completely non-negotiable process. Okay, you are no longer negotiating what you are worth. You're no longer negotiating your respect being sourced outside of you. So Taurus is the symbol of now that self-respect is firm in, planted in. But what you're realizing is what's being chaotically uplifted and uprooted from the ground is how your identity has been shaped and structured before you were born. And this is not a way to respect yourself today. Jupiter conjunct Uranus is helping you respect yourself as the future version, not the version before you were born, not the version of your forefathers and foremothers and the ways in which they planted their foundation on a land. Okay, something like I'm from the US, I'm from Jamaica, I'm from India, and as a part of that, Aries being a man from India, I got to go to school to be a doctor, I got to go to school to be an engineer, or I'm a Mexican resident, and so part of my identity, I have to love avocados. And it's like, well, food being avocado and Taurus, me being Mexican, it's part of my identity. It's like, do I really like avocados, or do they make me sick and I keep doing it anyway, and I force myself and I blow my body up? Jupiter and Taurus can literally be something where your body will respond and take the pain. So be careful. If you find yourself, your body blowing up, you're trying to protect yourself from the upliftment, from the roots lifting up, from how you've attached your identity, again, probably before you were born. Uranus and Taurus, Uranus is the sky god. It's the great grandfather, okay, of who? Aries, okay? And so what am I saying? Aries is the warrior, Uranus is the great grandfather. And so now Uranus and Taurus, while Venus is in Aries, the great grandfather has come to talk to the inner warrior within you. okay, and said, hey, look, will you value this inner warrior? Will you go to war and use this Aries horns to flip upside down your identity and rip through the seams, allowing a split to happen? This is the horn of Aries. Okay, when you flip it, it allows a split to happen. Aries is a cutting energy. This in Vedic astrology is happening in the Krittika and the Chakra, which is again a cutting. It is represented by a blade. So this blade cuts. And so when you're cutting your food, I want you to think about, what am I cutting away from my identity? I'm cutting away me not respecting myself in relationships. I'm cutting away me not valuing the monies that I have and being grateful for the wealth that I've been given, the wealth of love, the wealth of status, the wealth of success in my own definition, the wealth of, and you got to understand that, the wealth of food I have, the wealth of compassion that I have to pour out, the wealth of, and you got to apply that. Now, this is a energy that's ruled by the sun, and Aries sun is still here. So this is a very much an energy where on the negative side, you got to be very careful with a hyperinflated ego when it comes to, oh yeah, I love me, I'm me, I'm me, I'm me, you know, F everybody else. And it's like, that's not wise. That's not how you would act from your futuristic version of wisdom. So this is a time frame where you want to be careful with that, recognize that initial impulse and realize that that's where the wound is at, because Chiron and Aries is still there. That's where the wound is at, where you feel like you need to bump your chest and be like, you know, look at me, I'm a big top dog. And it's like, no, Taurus is a symbol of the mountain, and you'll know when you're right, when your body, you feel, is respected. When you respect your body, when you respect the signals coming off in your body, you're going to have very electric feelings going on in the body that is going to make you feel either drained and completely dull, or truly alive and willing to take a risk on what you value, willing to take a risk on this updated sense of self-worth, this updated sense of stability deep within the physical body, recognizing the symbols and the reactions that you have, and being able to sit in the reaction and realize that right now it's time for me to listen to me. So with Venus and Aries and this Krittika and Chakra, this is where the sun is very, very, very powerful, and is ruled by the Pada of Jupiter, which is just one more layer of act with wisdom. Okay, move with grace, live, eat, breathe, have XEX with respect for your temple, respect for who you are today. It doesn't matter if you came from a generational line of women cheating on their husbands. You have a chance to reshape your identity and respect your body for what it's worth today. This, for me, is powerful. This is a 14-year cycle. So understand that. If you're 30 years old now, when you were 16 years old, this last cycle shaped itself. And now, if you're next, understand that if you're 30 years old, by the time you're 44, you're going to be in this next cycle. So it's going to take a little while. So I want to say, hit the thumbs up and the likes button if you really enjoyed this. I want to say thank you for being here. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Check out our membership. We're always bringing in new people, especially in this new Aries season. It is a time to come do membership with us. If you made it to the end of this video, I want you to drop the Taurus saying, I am worthy. I am full of worth. I am worthy. I am full of worth. Drop the bull and be stubborn on that. And don't listen to anybody that tells you that you're less than what you are. Understand that this is a time frame where we need to look at the retrograded aspects of our relationships, of our courage, of our divinity, and how we connect to source energy, of our ventures in the mind, deep within the soul, of the ways in which we've meditated and took a step back, and to recover and to rest, and to, through that rest, process our experience, process our divinity, process the God that is emerging from deep within the center of your soul into a brand new identity, a brand new self. This is a marvelous time. Drop the Taurus bull if you're not listening to that nonsense and you're starting to listen to the angels and say, thank you. Thank you for subscribing. I'll see you soon. Hit the thumbs up.